Did you know that labor underutilization affects approximately half a billion workers worldwide, then 200 million unemployed people considered separately? This number is more than twice as high as unemployment alone.
Oh no!
Further, more than 85% of people in the workforce hate their job. So, why is it that most of the talks are about unemployment and job creation, but never about underutilization or unsatisfactory employment? I know that you are wondering why the sustainability mindset is asking this question. What does sustainability have to do with unemployment or labor underutilization? For that, I suggest you to watch the whole video. If you like my work, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon for the latest update on this channel. Employment. I agree that unemployment is an issue we need to solve, and raising voice about it is valid. But my question here is why are we looking at only one side of the coin and trying to quick fix only that side? What about the other side? Why there is no talk about underutilization or unsatisfactory employment? Because the underutilization number tells a very interesting story of mismatch between the labor supply and the kind of job available in the society, plus the ease of accessibility to these jobs.
Action! Halo! Lelo! Kande! Lelo! Halo! Lelo!
It's true that employment or jobs not only provide stable income to an individual to fulfill his or her basic needs, but also provides a personal and social identity, help establish a family and social bonds, provide physical and mental well-being, boost self-confidence, etc. However, it's also true that most people under social pressure stick on to available jobs that they don't really enjoy doing, leading to unsatisfactory employment. Or in some cases, people are forced to work for a job that they are overqualified for or are working part time until they get a desired job in their own expertise, leading to underutilization of labor force. Just take a look at International Labour Organization 2020 report that revealed a very important and fascinating data. With an estimated 5.7 billion working population in 2019, a total of 2.3 billion people were not part of the workforce at all, whereas 3.3 billion were in employment and an estimated 188 million were unemployed. However, the report took two additional categories into account. First, it considered 165 million people who are in workforce but are forced to work for less hours even though they want to work for more hours. Second, it considered 119 million people out of employment, especially women who would like to work but whose personal situation or other factors prevent them from actively searching for a job and or being available for work. Hence, combined with the traditional measure of unemployment, the full extent of labor underutilization accounts for 473 billion,
Oh no!
or 14% of the extended labor force. This is more than twice the worldwide number of unemployed. My point here is it's not approximately 200 million unemployed people's problem that we are trying to fix. This is a problem of half a billion people as of 2019 who are struggling due to three most important flaws in the economic system. If not fixed soon, the situation could worsen because there are more than half a billion youths aging from 15 to 24 being trained and educated and will soon enter the workforce. Understand that this number is still not considering second type of underemployment issue where one might be working a full-time job but is overqualified for the current position based on his or her skills, education or previous experience. Now let's move on to understanding three most important flaws in the economic systems that's causing so much of distress. The number one flaw in the economic system is the misuse of gain in labor productivity. The advancement in technology has allowed business to become more efficient at producing goods and services, such that it now takes less labor to produce the same amount of stuff than in the past. However, instead of using new technology to reduce working hours, we have largely used them to produce more goods and services while keeping the working hours relatively constant. This choice has made economic growth a requirement because to keep people employed, we need to keep increasing the production of goods and services. But as a member of the sustainability family, you know that increasing production and consumption will lead to economic collapse, as infinite economic growth theory is a myth. More detailed explanation is provided in my previous video, Are We Sabotaging the Economy by Demanding Economic Growth? Second flaw is that employers frequently lack flexibility. In an attempt to cut costs, firms usually standardize their operations, resulting in one-size-fits-all rule for work schedules and hours. This lack of flexibility in workspace kills productivity and has an adverse effect on one's health. In an annual survey conducted by FlexJobs, one-third of 7,300 workers said that they have left a job because company did not offer them flexible work opportunity, and more than 80% of employees admitted that they would be more loyal to the employers if they had flexible work options. Last but not the least, the third flaw in the economic system is a mismatch between the kind of jobs supplied by the economy and the kind of jobs that society really needs. For example, many jobs that needs doing don't get done because it's unprofitable to do them. For example, repairing damaged ecosystem. At the same time, people perform many jobs that don't really need doing, but that are supported by the market. Like example, brokering poorly speculative financial deal. Therefore, there is no sense of high purpose to work for or be motivated. Now, the argument is among the employed, 85% of people are not happy and satisfied with their jobs, and more than half a billion are underutilized. Then, for whose benefit this economic system is designed for? Okay, let me give you a few more facts. Look at our current socio-economic condition. Out of 7.7 billion people, 3.4 billion of us are under poverty. 2.4 billion of us don't have access to sanitation. 800 million of us are hungry, and another 800 million of us don't have access to clean and safe drinking water, even though 3.3 billion of us are employed as of 2019. So, for whom majority of us are hustling then? Think hard. Exactly. Only a handful of people seem to be benefited with the current economic model. So, what could the possible solution be then? For that, you need to look at the problem through a lens of the sustainability mindset. This is a mindset that considers profit, people, and planet to take a balanced decision. So, what would a person with a sustainability mindset do differently? First change he or she would incorporate in an economic system is work time reduction with no decrease in income. This would solve two issues. One, increase job satisfaction. As mentioned earlier, the biggest flaw in the workforce is misuse of productivity gain to produce more and more goods and services to keep increasing profit. And let's face the truth, we humans are greedy. So this is never going to end. However, a New Zealand firm, Perpetual Guardian, a trust and estate company, conducted a very interesting experiment on its 240 employees by switching to 4 days work week and saw a boost in productivity, creativity, attendance, and overall performance. In Sweden, a trial in the city of Gothenburg mandated a 6 hours day, and officials found employees completed the same amount of work or even more. It seems that when employees have more time to do non-work activity like being with family, exercise, cooking, etc., their engagement and morale skyrockets. And with the less time to linger around in the office, they work more effectively, prioritize more efficiently, and increase their productivity. The second benefit due to work time reduction is on environment. If working hours went down at the same time that the labor productivity is going up, people would work less and still earn the same money. They would spend the same amount of money and consume the same volume of goods and services as before. With stable level of consumption, the environment impact of economy would likely decrease over time as method of production becomes cleaner and goods and services become less resource intensive. Now let's get a little bit optimistic and consider that society has already embraced work time reduction and established appropriate policy. We would begin to accrue the social and environmental benefit. But people might still struggle to find a job, especially one that are truly needed by society. Therefore, a second change a person with a sustainability mindset would incorporate beyond work time reduction is a policy that addresses the mismatch between the kind of job supplied by the economy and the kind of job we need might still be necessary to achieve all the employment goals. Yes, I'm talking about guaranteed job policy. This policy appoints the state as the employer of last resort and creates jobs for those willing to work but unable to find employment. Guaranteed job may seem like a radical idea, but the right to work is included in Article 23.1 of 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights and has been partially enacted in India and Argentina. See, traditionally, we have been using indirect means to fight unemployment like economic growth, deficit spending, and even work time reduction policies in some places. However, these methods may create conditions that may generate jobs, but there is no guarantee that jobs will be created. So, the only alternative is to battle unemployment head on with a guaranteed job policy. Please write in the comment section below if you have any questions. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and comment to the sustainability mindset, a mindset for the changing world.